Today we're celebrating you, your dreams, your achievements. At Troy University, we've prepared you for leadership to make an impact on the world. You can make your dreams real. You'll be the one to lead and change the world around you. You are the leaders for tomorrow. In tribute, we have created a new campaign to inspire others to lead change.
We all dream. We dream when we're sleeping, when we're awake. But dreams quickly become distant memories, unless we do something about it. Push ourselves. Believe in something. Do everything in our power. Direct every action and thought we have to learn to lead, to make it real. At Troy University, we offer leadership opportunities from day one. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change. Do you have what it takes to change the world?
We ask you to please rise for the procession of the platform party. Thank you.
Please remain standing for the national anthem, led by Dr. Thaddeus Bourne, and the invocation that follows, offered by Mr. Brooks Alexander. We invite and encourage you to join Dr. Bourne in the singing of our national anthem.
what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that her flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello, if you could bow your head with me, thank you. Lord, I thank you for this day. I thank you for the opportunity to stand up here and just intercede on behalf of all these people. Lord, I just come and ask you to be here, be present in the hearts and minds of these students and their families as they begin to think about after college and beginning to be maybe nervous, scared, excited, maybe all three. Lord, I ask that you would be with them, maybe cause them to consider hard things, to dwell on hard truths. And God, I ask that you would be present in their hearts and minds, and I pray that true things would be spoken about you here today, and I pray that you'd be glorified. I pray that you'd be present, and I pray that you'd be with us. And I pray these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. We want to welcome you today to our second graduation ceremony for our spring 2021 semester. It is now my privilege at this time to introduce our Chancellor. For over 3 decades of leadership, Dr. Hawkins has led Troy University throughout an era of unprecedented progress. The university now offers doctoral degrees in nursing, sport management, and global leadership. Our intercollegiate athletics moved to the highest level of NCAA competition, and more than $350 million have been invested in campus construction across our 3 Alabama campuses, to include this beautiful facility. And Troy has made the transition into an international university, enrolling students from 76 nations around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our Chancellor, Dr. Jack Hawkins, Jr.
Thank you, Dr. Tatum, and thank each of you for joining us for a day that we consider the most important of the year at Troy University. And I bring you greetings on behalf of our Board of Trustees. And this class is really outstanding. Almost 1,000 graduates will graduate today, coming to us from 30 different states and 17 different countries. And so it's truly a diverse population, but this is the future of this great country and beyond. I'm delighted, too, to introduce the stage party and a few other special guests. All of you are special, so please bear with me. If you'll hold your applause, we can recognize all of them at one time, but I would ask them to stand as I introduce them. The Honorable General and newly elected Vice President Pro Tem of our Board of Trustees, Ed Crowell. Vice President, our President Emeritus of our board, and I must say this gentleman inspires all of us. He was a World War II Marine, and he will turn 101 years old in July. Mr. Roy Drinkard from Coleman, Alabama. Our speaker, and I'll introduce Pastor Hodges a bit in more detail in just a moment, Chris Hodges, who will deliver the commencement address today. Brooks Alexander, I appreciate Brooks. He's a junior from Niceville, Florida, who delivered our invocation, our administrative leadership, and I do express my appreciation to each of these gentlemen for a job well done. Our Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Lance Tatum. Representing our academic colleges, Dr. Stephen Taylor, Arts and Sciences, and Dr. Judson Edwards, the Dean of the College of Business. Other members of our platform party include Captain Jacob White, Army ROTC, Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Cox, Air Force ROTC, and Mr. Fred Figliana, a member of our faculty, had the honor today of carrying the university mace in the ceremony. Our special guest, Michael Hodges, the son of our speaker, Johnny, also the son, and his wife Grace, Gina Cox, the executive VP of Highlands College, Pastor Blake Cotter with the Church of the Highlands, who is in charge of the ministry here in Troy, and his wife Savannah. And I'm delighted that my wife, along with our dear friends Gary and Bridget Johnson and Tanner, are all here. Would you join me in saying thank you to them for their contributions to Troy University? Please. We have a special partnership in China with many universities, and 20 years ago we were asked to be the pioneer in America of the Sino-American dual degree program, which allows students the opportunity to study with a Chinese partner university for a year, come to Troy for 2 years, and matriculate back to a university in China. We've had hundreds and hundreds of these outstanding students. We have 2 students representing the group that's en route back to China, and I would ask the 121 students to please stand and let us wish you safe travels as you return to China. So the 121 students, please stand up. Now, I'm going to keep some of you out of trouble this weekend because you need to remember that Mother's Day is Sunday. So don't tell me that you haven't been forewarned. Do not forget that special day. It reminds us so much of the family of Troy University and the focus on family values and how much we pride ourselves in believing and living by those values. But at the core of this society, I think you have relationships and family. And I'd like to ask the members of our families of graduating students for you to stand and let us say thank you for sharing your loved ones with us. So please, if you're a family member, please stand up and let us say thank you. I was talking with Pastor Hodges a little earlier today, and we had a reception this morning. Some of you may have been able to come to that. And I had several fathers who told me that they were excited that today they would experience a salary increase. And with 2 daughters, I hated to throw water on their perception, but I said, I'm not sure that ever happens. That payroll continues. If I ask the parents, and it should. We're family here, and I appreciate those families that stood up. And I do wish all the mothers happy Mother's Day on Sunday. This is also a very special time that we recognize in this month, National Military Appreciation Month. And I hope all of you know that this university enjoys a rich history in service to the military. And in fact, about a third of all of our 18 to 20,000 students worldwide will be military connected. And so this is a flag-waving place, and we're proud of those who prove daily that freedom is not free. I'd like to ask the veterans, those on active duty, and the spouses who have supported those veterans to please stand up and let us say thank you. This is your month. So please, if you're connected to the military, please stand up. Thank you so much. To the class of 2021, you'll be called on. I'm satisfied we have a dearth of strong leadership across this country, but I'm also satisfied that you're prepared to make a difference. And I encourage you to do that. Embrace the role of leadership, whether it's in the local PTA or with an organization, a university, or government, or whatever it may be. You can make a difference. And it was Mother Teresa who said, everyone can do something. And so let me encourage you to build on that leadership that you've been trained to provide and do something. We need you. And it's my honor, too, to welcome you to the Troy University alumni family. And we have over 165,000 alumni around the world. Our alumni are located in every clime and place globally, and we're proud of them. Now you will be a member of that alumni body. And please remember, too, we need you. And you need for your degree to continue to grow in value. The value placed on your degree this year is not stagnant. It will either change, it'll improve or decrease over time. And it's our intent to add value to your degree every day, but we can't do that without you. So please stay involved with your alma mater. Send us good students, particularly, and come home as often as you can to visit. And I bring you a gift from the National Alumni Association, and that is 1 year's free membership in our National Alumni Association. But the board of the association asked me to remind you that it's 1 year. We want you to be engaged, so long after this year is over, I hope you'll continue to be part of this university family and be active. I'm also proud today of, in addition to being proud of you, I'm proud of our speaker. In the book of Matthew, it's written, I came to serve and not to be served. You know, that applies to every religion around the world. I came to serve and not to be served. That's the mark of real leadership. You can't lead if you're not prepared to serve. And our preacher, our minister today, Chris Hodges, he's the founder and senior pastor of the Church of the Highlands, and it's based in Birmingham, celebrating its 20th anniversary. The church is a powerful ministry. It offers more than 70 different worship services each weekend at 23 different campuses, including a number of the correctional facilities that are prisons in Alabama. They're doing remarkable work that serves over 60,000 people. I'm proud that the Church of the Highlands offers a program here in Troy, and they use our Claudia Crosby Theater every Sunday morning under the leadership of Pastor Blake Cotter. Chris Hodges is not only the founder, but he's also the Chancellor of Highlands College. It's a 2-year accredited ministry training college in Birmingham, Alabama. But perhaps the most impressive credential that he has earned, he co-founded the Association of Related Churches in 2001. That organization has been responsible for planting the seeds which have been nurtured and germinated and now have grown to produce 940 churches across this country. And that all occurred within the last 20 years. He's a best-selling author, and his books, What's Next and Fresh Air, are used to train church leaders throughout this country, in Europe, Australia, and Asia. and he's a regular adjunct faculty to universities in China. He's carrying the word worldwide. He's a native of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And I'm going to not mention Baton Rouge. I'm not going to steal your thunder, Chris, but I want him to tell you what's significant about Baton Rouge, Louisiana, as it relates to Troy University. Some of you might remember 2017, and I'll say no more. He earned a degree in management from Colorado Christian University and a Master of Ministry degree from Southwest Christian. He and his wife, Tammy, have 5 wonderful children and 6 grandchildren. So far, all boys. So he already has a basketball team among his grandchildren. Please welcome one of America's foremost preachers, just a remarkable man and a great man, Chris Hodges.
Thank you very much. It's truly an honor to be a part of your ceremony today. Thank you, Chancellor Hawkins, for that very gracious introduction. Kind of made me excited to hear myself speak, so I appreciate that, all right? Seriously, I'm very honored to be here at Troy University, and let me give my congratulations to the Board of Trustees, to the faculty, to the parents, families, honored guests, and especially the graduating class of 2021. Come on, everybody, let's give them a hand. Come on, give them a good hand. And after a year like 2020, I'm sure some of you wondered if this moment would ever happen. But here we are together on this special day to celebrate this incredible moment in all of your lives. You know, standing here and celebrating with you, I can't help but reflect on my own college experience at LSU. In fact, yes, when Dr. Hawkins offered me this invitation, he was quick to point out how Troy's football team beat LSU in 2017 and got paid $1 million to do it. So that one still hurts, by the way, yeah. But let me tip my cap and say, go Trojans today, all right? So I'm a Trojan today. But one funny story that happened about my time in college is the only class that I failed while I was there was my speech class because I was so afraid to get in front of people, and that's true. And if my professor could only see me now, you know. I'm sure when you think about your time at Troy, you've had your own share of ups and downs just like I did, but that's what makes this day so significant, I believe, because you endured and you overcame. And today you're marking the completion of a major chapter in your life, a chapter marked by victory, defeat, struggle, and joy. A chapter filled with memories like moving away from home, stepping onto campus for the very first time, hanging out on the quad, cheering on the Trojans, meeting a new best friend, trips to Sips on the Square, and you guys get to add to the list, enduring a global pandemic. You've come a long way and so much is behind you, yet most of the book of your life is filled with blank pages. You have so much of your life yet to live. And as you step into the next chapter of your life, you probably have some goals for what's next, like most people do. And while yours may be different from the person next to you or your best friend or your roommate, I know one thing for sure, and that is that we all want to live fulfilled lives and we all want to find true happiness. And I believe that kind of happiness only happens for us when we're grounded by something other than the next big purchase, the next new job, or a great vacation. And I say this not just because I'm a pastor and that's what I'm supposed to say. I tell you this because of my own journey. I really wasn't kidding about failing my speech class at LSU, which is pretty embarrassing since they don't even speak English in South Louisiana. But I was an accounting major following in my dad's footsteps because honestly, I really didn't know what else to do. And add to that, throughout my junior high, high school, and college years, I actually struggled in a huge way with inferiority. I really had a very low self-esteem. I battled with depression. I had panic attacks, and I struggled with anxiety. And it wasn't counseling or medication that solved my internal struggle, although for many people, that is what needs to happen. It was finding the real meaning and purpose for my life that pulled me out of the disorienting, dark cave of confusion. And after more than 38 years now of being in the ministry and helping people come out of the cave of depression and meaninglessness, I actually decided to write a book about it that releases later this month. During my research for the book, I studied the life of a man that I want to tell you about. His name is Viktor Frankel. Maybe you've read his incredible bestseller, Man's Search for Meaning. Frankel was a Jewish psychiatrist in Austria when World War II started. He was imprisoned in a concentration camp and suffered the unimaginable, that even though he personally survived, his wife, father, mother, and younger brother all died in the Holocaust. You can only imagine the trauma that he experienced. But after the war, Viktor Frankl resumed his psychiatric counseling practice using a theory he had developed. He believed that Sigmund Freud's theory was actually wrong, that life is not about the pursuit of pleasure, it's about finding meaning. And when you don't have meaning in your life, you dull your life with pleasures. Frankel's work focused on suicidal patients in Vienna, many of whom had also survived Nazi concentration camps, and they saw their loved ones die. Frankel treated his patients by focusing on three components that he called logotherapy. First of which was to challenge them to find some type of meaningful work, do something that you feel actually matters. Next, to emphasize the fact that it's so important to have a community of friends who love you unconditionally. And finally, Frankel encouraged his patients, listen to this, to take whatever suffering they had experienced and find something positive from it, and then use your own suffering to help someone else. And not a single patient under Frankel's care committed suicide. Of course, Viktor Frankl was not the only proponent of finding happiness through a purposeful life. I'm sure all of you at some point in school have studied the psychologist named Abraham Maslow. Maslow was trying to understand why people act the way they do. He wanted to know what motivates behavior. So he wrote a paper called A Theory of Human Motivation, and he concluded that the needs of people ultimately determine their behaviors. And when those needs are not met, people are motivated to meet them. He discovered that every human exists and seeks fulfillment and looks for the meaning of life by pursuing what he calls a hierarchy of needs. Now, what's interesting is Maslow, in the first draft of these needs, thought the highest need that could be met in the human heart was what he called self-actualization, kind of a fancy word basically to say this, that the highest attainment in life is just to win, to get the job you always wanted, to marry the person you always wanted, to make the money, right? But what they discovered is after Maslow and psychologists studied this further, they realized that that was not the highest one, that there was other things that actually make people tick. They discovered that self-actualization was not the highest need that could be met in the human heart. They found something higher. As they researched and interviewed thousands of different people, they realized that people need more than winning and achieving their dreams. They discovered that there was more to life than making lots of money or becoming famous on social media. It's when people live out their lives in such a way that their life actually makes a difference in the life of someone else. So they now added to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You can study this, and they expanded it from 5 to 8, and now they call the highest need that can be met in the human heart transcendence. Transcendence ultimately means that we have a need to live beyond ourselves, to make a difference, to exercise compassion, sympathy, and caring, to serve others who are in need, to use our resources to solve problems, find remedies, and improve the lives of others, not because we feel obligated to, but because we want to, because it's what we were made to do. In fact, the Wall Street Journal did an article recently about their discovery, and they said, quote, "You are hardwired for generosity," that when you're generous, chemicals are released in the brain that actually bring you pleasure. Do you know what that means? That means you were made to make a difference. It means that real joy doesn't come from making a lot of money. It doesn't come from experiencing a lot of pleasure. It doesn't come from possessing things. Real joy comes from knowing that your life has meaning. You know, sometimes people ask me about the secret to the growth of our ministry at Church of the Highlands. And of course, as a person of faith, I tell them that I believe God helped us, and we really don't deserve any of the credit or the praise, and I truly believe that. but also tell them what I'll share with you, that we help people. This is what we do. We help people discover their purpose and then focus them in a direction that allows them to use their gifts and passions to serve the people around us. And we've literally raised up tens of thousands of volunteers that we call the Dream Team, who are having the time of their life, using their life to impact the life of others for the good. So instead of guilting people into serving and volunteering, and that's what I experienced growing up in church, we help them find what they were created to do. This same secret of success applies to all of you graduates. Looking ahead, don't do what you feel obligated to do, what everyone else pressures you to do. Discover what you care about most and live your life in such a way where it impacts the lives of others for the good. Another Mother Teresa quote says, "A life not lived for others is not a life." Now, I'm not here to convince you to live for a greater purpose. I'm here to remind you that this most essential need is already on the inside of you. So as you make plans, set goals, begin careers, don't overlook what you can do that no one else can. Don't forget what will ultimately make you happy. You have so many chapters ahead of you, but all of them rely on how you use everything you've been given, including this education, to make a difference. And that's what this depressed accounting major from LSU who failed his speech class discovered. And it's my hope for you that no matter what you've been through, advantages or setbacks, awards or failures, goals met or secrets kept, you have the freedom to choose how you'll write the next chapter of your life. But remember this, you are made for more than you realize. You are made to make a difference and to leave your mark. And today begins that journey to true fulfillment. I am pulling for you. I believe in you. I'm cheering you on. A hurting world is waiting. Let's go. Congratulations, and God bless you.
Thank you, Pastor Chris. It was Winston Churchill who said, "You make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give." I think Pastor Chris captured that beautifully. Please join me in saying thank you one more time to Pastor Chris Hodges.
Today is a celebration for each of our graduates and their families, and the level of excitement and pride is clearly understood. But before we proceed to the awarding of degrees, may I ask your help in 3 ways. Number 1, please remain in your seats to take photographs of graduates in order that everyone may see. Second, please moderate in your applause and celebration as graduates cross the stage. And third, please remain in your seats until the graduation ceremony is concluded. Will the graduates receiving the associate's degree please rise? Dr. Hawkins, these candidates have completed all requirements for the associate's degree, and on behalf of the faculty, I recommend that the degree be conferred.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and approval by the Chief Academic Officer and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Troy University and the laws of the state of Alabama, it's my pleasure to confer upon each of you the associate's degree you have earned. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates. Please change your tassels from the right side to the left side of your caps, and you may be seated. Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise? Dr. Hawkins, these candidates have completed all requirements for the bachelor's degree, and on behalf of the faculty, I recommend that the degree be conferred.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and approval by the Chief Academic Officer and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Troy University and the laws of the state of Alabama, it's indeed a pleasure for me to confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree you have earned. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates. Please change your tassels from the right side to the left side of your caps, and you may be seated. Will the candidates for the master's degree please rise? Dr. Hawkins, these candidates have completed all requirements for the master's degree, and on behalf of the graduate faculty, I recommend that the degree be conferred.
Upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty and approval by the Chief Academic Officer and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Troy University and the laws of the state of Alabama, it's indeed a pleasure to confer upon each of you the master's degree you have earned. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates. Please change your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left side, and you too may be seated. Will the candidate for the doctoral degree please rise? Dr. Hawkins, this candidate has completed all requirements for the doctoral degree, and on behalf of the graduate faculty, I recommend that the degree be conferred.
Upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty and approval by the Chief Academic Officer and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Troy University and the laws of the state of Alabama, it's indeed a pleasure for me to confer upon you the doctoral degree. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you may be seated. At this time, the graduates will come forward to receive their diplomas. Dr. Taylor.
Will the graduates who have earned the associate's and the bachelor's degrees please come forward to receive your diplomas? Alexandria Christina Rankins. Skylar Ariane Berry Faison, cum laude. Neeraj Patel, cum laude. Crystal Springs, magna cum laude. Jingyang Lee, summa cum laude. Yuting Peng, summa cum laude. Diego Martinez, cum laude. Garong Malavilla. James Lester. Ryan Collier. Myra Catherine Polkmeyer, magna cum laude. Carson Rope, cum laude. Ayushi Sanjay Kumar Taliti. Bao Tran, cum laude. Reed Smith. Kai Do. Anna Sirni. Nigel Delintas. Lily Valentine Holly. Jorge Payatos Garcia, cum laude. Antonia Selma Sintalo, magna cum laude. Peleo Antuna. Juan Andres Romero Pineda. Mateja Mihalovic, magna cum laude. Lakeisha Montgomery, cum laude. Elijah Sharon, summa cum laude. Ryan Morrison, magna cum laude. Brent Ham, magna cum laude. Heath Topol, magna cum laude. Austin Snyder. Precious Ogba. Kayla Homiak Cox. Joseph Jones. Harper Puckett. Savannah Hollis Jones. Tatum Worminski. Jason Short. Sierra Presley, magna cum laude. Emily Claire Jenkins. Connor Brookman. John Childs. Clay Norrell. Caitlin Locke, summa cum laude. Justin Jones. Morgan Goolsby. Ashton Ireland Clark. Alfredo Polenko. Nicholas James Seifert. Heather Karras Bray. Seth Israel. Sarah Langford. Elia Broadwax. Evan Martin. Joseph Britton Robinson, summa cum laude. Charles Jeffrey Taylor, magna cum laude. Terry Brown. Madeline Bond, summa cum laude. Fatumata Sisal, cum laude. Colin Jones, summa cum laude. Ryan Anderson, cum laude. Christina Elise Marcus, cum laude. Jamie Leanne Culp. Jacob Simonetti. Michael Anthony Renfro. Emily Dale, magna cum laude. Cameron Moat, summa cum laude. Michael Thomas Minshew, cum laude. Daniel Scott McCrae, 4.0 GPA, summa cum laude. Christopher Riley. Dylan Davis, cum laude. Jacob Scott, summa cum laude. Zach Francis, magna cum laude. Oshia Beckford, magna cum laude. Julia McClure. Jordan Marias. Harrison Johnson. Brianna Taylor. Kendrell Hamilton, cum laude. Morgan Beresford. Ethan Lewis Bolenbacher, cum laude. Bailey Wood, summa cum laude with a 4.0 GPA. Benjamin Lee. Wyatt Monday. Kaylee Hatcher. Tia Lachey Johnson. Graham Kopp Haney, cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Baker, summa cum laude. Christine Addison Gibson, magna cum laude. Ashlyn Michelle Kelly, magna cum laude. Sydney Karen Singletary, magna cum laude. Emily Minor Miller, cum laude. Georgia White, cum laude. Elizabeth Lang. Grayson Lewis, summa cum laude. Cindy Goodwin, summa cum laude. Haven Dates, magna cum laude. Emily Birch, magna cum laude. Savannah Williams. Jack Durlington. Madeline Elise Moore. Madeline Claire Lorino. Jamie Catherine McGee, cum laude. Madeline Elizabeth Long. Connor Royal Van. Nan Vo. Arturo Tapale Aguilar, summa cum laude. Zachary Edward Fleury, cum laude. Robert Flight, magna cum laude. Tyler Aryuzu, excuse me, magna cum laude. Jameson Connor Lawrence, magna cum laude. Madison McCullough, magna cum laude. Jacob Southwell, cum laude. Dawson Roy. Jonathan Thompson, summa cum laude. Lucas McCook, summa cum laude. Abigail McKenzie Brooks. Rose Daniels. Dat Than Nguyen. Malcolm Cook. Delaney M. Bassford, cum laude. Leahy Boothbard, cum laude. Jaslyn Smith, cum laude. Ayana Terry. Will Query. Caleb Leisenring. Jennifer Johnson, cum laude. Derek Goldsby. Forrest Lancaster Dennis. Cora Addison Bryan, cum laude. Shelby Victoria Bevan, summa cum laude. Chandler Lowry. Dawson Baker, cum laude. Connor Rhodes, magna cum laude. Thomas Jake Engel, cum laude. Harper Riley Haygood. Marcus Nathaniel Grissom. Gerald Antoine Barron II, cum laude. Morgan Brianna Watts. Janiyah Leanne Bankhead. Abby Johnson. Helen Lusk, summa cum laude. Jaden Webb, summa cum laude. Lydia Gildersleeve, summa cum laude. Alexander Kassoff. Suraj Thapa Magyar, summa cum laude. Alexander Vakno, summa cum laude. Nicholas Johnson, summa cum laude. Shomithro Ganguly, summa cum laude. Jason Mills, magna cum laude. Kendra Collins. Samantha Williams. Daniel S. Lawrence, summa cum laude. Laporia Clemens. Carrie Costin. Miles Winston McCain. Dawson Daub. Caden Emmanuel DeGreen, magna cum laude. Eleanor Ava Christine Fraby, magna cum laude. Destiny Price. Anna Price. Nicole Tyler, summa cum laude with a 4.0 GPA. Bailey Michael Hall, summa cum laude. Madeline Elizabeth Jones, summa cum laude. Alyssa Zaleski, magna cum laude. Jacob Alexander Burke, magna cum laude. Kennedy Alexandra Daniel, cum laude. Ashton Elizabeth Swikard, magna cum laude. Rhiannon Elizabeth Prim, summa cum laude. Thu Huynh. Quang Din Lee. Brady Barr. Lauren Abigail McSween, cum laude. Noah Minyard. Joshua Rashad McLean. Alyssa Marie Hartz, summa cum laude. Darby Claxton, cum laude. Bailey Singleton. Christina Hall. Zachary Kane. Jordan Hicks, magna cum laude. Leah Hope Benefield, summa cum laude. Savannah K. Allen, cum laude. Taylor Mansell. Annalie Ludlam, summa cum laude. Chong Huynh. Safal Achara, magna cum laude. Shuhui Wang. Rashid Bowles II. Caroline Elizabeth Howell, magna cum laude. Abigail Barnett, summa cum laude. Billy Garza, cum laude. Caitlin Woods, summa cum laude. William Jacob Bruner, magna cum laude. Rose Lorraine Mickles. Caroline Kramer. Joseph Gordon. Cameron Faith Crumbs, cum laude. Andrew Johnstone, magna cum laude. Sydney Diane Hammock. Katie Kurtz. Abigail Gay. Katie Talley, cum laude. Natalie Larimore, magna cum laude. Allie Danielle Higgins, cum laude. Bethany Elaine Till, cum laude. Mary Annabelle Park, magna cum laude. Emily Grace Curley, cum laude. Kadarius Embry Adair. Trevor Shane Langford, magna cum laude. Cameron McKenzie Maris, magna cum laude. Philip Scott Dowdy, cum laude. Emily Hunter, magna cum laude. Rebecca Henderson, magna cum laude. Lauren Ansley Elledge, cum laude. Devontae Daniels. Justin Stevens. Christian Bird. Caitlin Brewer. Corbett Tyler Roberts. Angela Song Johnson. Thomas Ward, cum laude. Christy Leanne Caruana, cum laude. Laura Dansby. Sydney Taylor. Caitlin Suzanne Kiefover. William Bradley Payne. Gavin Harper. Tessa Ann Sewell, summa cum laude. Mark Preston Harrison. Zephan Vickery, summa cum laude with a 4.0 GPA. Tessa Renee Steverson. Felisa Benjamin, cum laude. Jason Burrows, Jr. Joseph Schell. Shernick Barber. Jeb Tab. Aaron Wetmore. Taylor Walton, cum laude. Drew Morgan. Carly Saxon Daprich. Abby Raymore. Hannah Jones. Nishum Roy. Joel Norton, magna cum laude. Katie Meacham. Sarah Brackner, magna cum laude. Eric Brown. Milton Lewis Shipman II. Jacob Abraham. Jacob Peruka, cum laude. Evan Smith. Taylor Moore. Davis Hughes. Brandon Williams. Buckner Cook. Darla Diane Hunt, summa cum laude. Carter Wiggins Ray, cum laude. John Toll, magna cum laude. Ellie Norton, summa cum laude. Casey Darty. Rami Shaw. Andrew Novak, summa cum laude. Caitlin Jones. Mace Shincloth, cum laude. Brett Clark. Tyler Jones. Randall Mark L'Oreal III. Amanda Ann Bennett, summa cum laude. Anna K. Bass, summa cum laude. Jennifer Grace Arnold, magna cum laude. Mariah Frey, summa cum laude. Chelsea Weiss. Michaela Dane Johnston, cum laude. Marley Hartley Davis, summa cum laude. Shelby Silliman, magna cum laude. Isabella Alvarez, cum laude. Brooke Cameron Sterrett. Tyler Thomason. Bradley Paramore, cum laude. Dane Lunsford, magna cum laude. Ziping He, cum laude. Cameron Gerard. Caden Watley. Nelson Ortiz Mercado. Zoe Rape, magna cum laude. Casey Tinney, summa cum laude. Courtney White Yellock. Caitlin Richard. Laura Alexandria Gutowski. Joshua Turner. Svenja Adrians, magna cum laude. Kiri Foster. Sin Sean. Runman Chong. Changdong Wang Yang. Kaiwen Huang. Cotton Gunner Crawford, cum laude. Huang Lai, magna cum laude. Kelsey Victoria Hansen, cum laude. Daniel Reese Tournay. Casey Aaron McClendon, summa cum laude. Carly Michelle Bozeman. Eddie Kyle Gilpin, cum laude. Rodriguez Hudson, Jr. Umaya Kamala Bell. Kiona Coates, cum laude. Aung Soo Sen. Nicole Marie J. John, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Stinson. Carson Barnett, summa cum laude. Wendy Serrano, cum laude. Emmy Angel Haas, summa cum laude. Rachel Christine Raspberry, magna cum laude. Morgan Elizabeth Brown, summa cum laude. Shanetta Veronica Fuller. Devonta Williams. Devonna Woods. Alan Fannin. Catherine Carl, magna cum laude. Alicia Parzinski. Magnolia Mancia. Saifur Rahman.
Will the graduates receiving the master's degree in the Sorrell College of Business and the College of Arts and Sciences please come forward to receive your diploma? Jillian Rebecca Reeves. Matthew Fry. Keelan Hoffman. Stephen Matthew Dye. Christy Brown. Shavia, let's stop. I'm sorry. Shavia Safford. Susan Tomlinson. Alexander Cohen Breitling. Alexandros Caldwell. Caitlin Underwood. Wayne Clester. David Anthony Allegria. Esmeralda Zaka. Antonia Gaucher Ritchie. Gemma Finch. Tiffany Felicia Kruger. Precious Davis. Sun Tran. Carter Kaufman. Hayes Ludwig. Brianna Fowler. Kirsten Abigail Miller. Stephanie Martin. Devontae Brown. LaShondria Thomas. Jessica Marie Nash. Emily Lincoln. Jones Manning. Skylar Strickland. Renard Jenkins. Kenny Ho.
It's Cypress. It's Cypress. I know it's hard.
Anthony Siples. Sydney Henderson. Winbo Go. Xu Shao. Janae Shaquiz Ivory. Tanshayla Samesia Addy. Ayo Attain. Tamika Scott. Ebony Morris Key. Jasmine Markia Crutcher. Nadia Brianna Sigler. Adam Pierce. Rich Gersmal. Taisia Lett. Jessica Joseph. Carlavia Danielle Edwards. April LaShondra Tolbert. Nathan Douglas Johnson III. Christina Lewis. Judith Chepta. Shannon Snell. Whitney Stallworth. Will the graduate receiving the doctorate degree in the Sorrell College of Business for the first time ever please come forward to receive your diploma? Mary Elizabeth Chambers.
Dr. Hawkins, leaders, graduates, and distinguished guests, Dr. Hawkins, leaders, graduates, and distinguished guests, it is both an honor and a privilege to be part of this commencement this evening, and introduce the fine group of young men and women standing before you. These future leaders have not only met the requirements for their respective degree programs, but they have also completed the professional military education requirements for commissioning as second lieutenants in both the United States Air Force and Army, as directed by the President of the United States, based on the authority granted to him by the U.S. Constitution. First one is Buckner Cook. From Prattville, Alabama, he is graduating with a degree in social science, commissioning as an infantry officer. His first unit of assignment is at Fort Benning, Georgia. Next, we have Garland Hunt from Ozark, Alabama, graduating with a degree in political science, commissioning as an aviation officer, with the first unit of assignment being Fort Rucker, Alabama. Then we have Brandon Williams, graduating with a degree in hospitality, sport, and tourism management, commissioning as a chemical corps officer with his first unit of assignment, Fort Bliss, Texas.
And for the Air Force, Ryan Collier, Fredericksburg, Virginia, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Logistics Readiness Officer, first station is Nellis Air Force Base, Las Vegas, Nevada. Diego Martinez, Montevallo, Alabama, Business and Administration and Global Business. Going to be an MQ-9 pilot at Shaw Air Force Base, Sumter, South Carolina. Cameron Moat, Geneva, Alabama, bachelor's degree in chemistry. Going to be a weather and environmental science officer. From here, she's going to Naval Postgraduate School in Monterey, California for further training. Moira Polkmeyer from Madison, Alabama. Criminal justice degree. She can be a security forces officer in Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri. Crystal Springs from Wetumpka, Alabama. Bachelor of Science in Social Science. Be a finance officer at Joint Base Andrews at Washington, D.C. As volunteers, today these graduates enter a unique profession, a profession that requires specialized expertise, commitment, and sacrifices, a profession that entrusts these graduates with the responsibility of preserving the U.S. national security. As professionals, as a profession that asks more of its members than any other profession. No matter what branch, what job, what rank, or what status, all service members belong to the profession of arms. And as professionals, they are expected to hold the highest standards and guided by our service core values. As we sit here today, less than 0.5% of the U.S. population serves in the U.S. military, and these leaders have stepped up to be a part of that group. So it's a great honor that I present to you Troy University's newest and future Army and Air Force second lieutenants. As is customary in keeping with the highest traditions of military service, these future leaders will render salutes of respect and appreciation to Dr. Hawkins, the presiding official over today's ceremony. And secondly, to the fellow graduates and guests who represent the American citizens we've sworn to protect and defend.
Please join me in again congratulating all of our graduates. At this time, I would ask you to please stand for the singing of the Alma Mater, which is at the bottom of page 4 in your program. The Alma Mater will be performed by Dr. Thaddeus Bourne, followed by the benediction offered by Mr. Brooks Alexander. Please remain in your seats for the recessional until the platform party and graduates have left the arena.
Upon the mighty walls of Troy, we meet our lifelong friends to grow in knowledge, truth, and strength. Our journey never ends with the promise of the future and the guidance of the past. We pledge a solemn vow to thee, loyal everlast. So raise your mighty Trojan sword, a beacon to the world. Throughout the ages brightly shines the guiding light of Troy.
One more time. Okay, there we go. Bow your heads one more time with me as I pray us out. Lord, I thank you for this day. God, I thank you for the graduates. And God, I just want to come before you and just acknowledge before everyone who you are, that you are Lord, and you're the King of the universe, and you are the one who created everything, everyone, each person in this room, God, created in your image. God, and I thank you for that. God, I thank you that everybody in here is created to glorify you, made intricately and detailed with abilities that you've given them. And I pray that, God, that everyone in this room would go forth and live their lives for your glory, and to enjoy you forever. And God, I pray that you would give us a desire not to waste our lives, but to truly live out of our God-given purpose, to glorify you and to point to you and to make you known. God, I pray for the believers here. God, I pray that they would go out and be bold, that they would be your ambassadors, your hands and feet, God, in this world, this world that is passing away. God, I pray for the non-believers specifically here, God. I pray for their salvation. God, I pray that they would come to know you. God, I pray that you would give all of us a desire, God, to know you, God, and you have provided a way to know you, and that is through Jesus Christ. You came and you walked the earth in real history about 2,000 years ago. The eternal Son of God came and walked the earth. He lived a perfect life and went to the cross and died for our sins in real history and rose again from the dead in real history. And God, you command us all to put our trust in you, God, and I pray that for each person in this room that we would put our trust in you, not just in this life, but God, I pray that we would live for eternity. God, help us to live in light of that, to put our trust in you. God, I pray, I just pray for each person here that they would glorify you through their lives. And I pray this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.